So for the configuration of self-signed certificate for 14.1.2 or the 15.1.1 version is the difference is only the navigations in the remote console has been changed, otherwise the process is same, right? So that means first you can export the certificate, then you can import the certificate in the same way we have followed some time back for the 12c and 14.1.1 versions, right? So once this is done, we need to go to the remote console instead of the traditional admin console for the configurations, right? So let me show you quickly. So let me go to the admin console. Okay, so I have one of my domain is up and running, which is the 15.1.1 version of the domain. Okay, so first I will connect with the non-SSL port, and then we will configure with the self-signed certificate, and then we are going to connect with the help of SSL port. Okay, so this is the 15c non-SSL domain as of now currently which is running. Okay, so this is my domain, and if I show you, I have the one admin server and two managed servers. So admin server is running as of now only. The managed servers are down. Okay, so I am going to show you the configuration for the admin server. Right, to access the admin console, the same configuration whatever we are going to follow for admin server, you need to follow for each and every managed servers, right? So what I will do now, I will quickly configure my WebLogic domain from the remote console tool for the SSL. So for that you need to go to the edit tree, go to your environment, then servers, click on your admin server. Okay, inside the security tab you will see the key store. Okay, so now here inside of security, you can see the default is demo identity and demo trust. So we are going to configure with the custom identity and custom trust. So click this option, and again it is going to ask you for the same detail what we have seen so far for the 12c and 14.1.1 version. First, provide the custom identity key store file name, the type of store, and the passphrase. Same thing we need to provide for the identity and trust store, right? So now for the self-signed certificate, we have everything inside the same file, same key store. Okay, so we can provide the location along with the name of the key store. Type is PKCS12 and passphrase is test123, right? So this is the same information that we have configured for the 12c domain and 14.1.1 domain. So this is the location for the store, and the store type is PKCS12 and the passphrase is test123. After that, click on save, right? So now we have pointed to our custom identity and custom trust. So now click on the SSL tab. Here we have to provide the alias. So what is the alias? The alias is test, and what is the passphrase for your private key? It is test123, and then test. Sorry, we have to provide only once, right? And then click on save. So once it is done, click on this show advanced field option. Okay, and here you need to disable the host name verification. So make it. Let me scroll down, and then let me disable it. So I have disabled the disable host name verification, and then click on save. Okay, so what we have done inside the security and the key store tab, we have pointed to our custom identity and custom trust store. Inside the SSL, we have configured our private key alias along with the private passphrase, and then we have disabled the hostname verification, which will be shown when you click on the show advanced field, right? And you can click on the commit changes. Changes has been committed. Now you can go to the servers, and you need to enable the SSL listen port. So enable this SSL listen port, and we are going with the default port 7002. Click on save. Okay, and then commit changes. So now we have successfully configured the SSL configuration for the self-signed certificate from the admin console for WebLogic version 15c 15.1.1, and same applicable for 14.1.2 version as well. So now what I will do, I will create a new connection to the domain with the help of SSL port. Okay, so for that we will go to the providers, and I will add the new provider here, and let me give the name 15c and then SSL port. Username is WebLogic and then WebLogic 123. The port will be 7002 and the protocol will be HTTPS. Right? Click on OK. Now you can see we can able to connect with the SSL port as well. And if you see at the upper corner of the remote console, so here you will see admin server connection not secure, right? It is saying not secure because it is configured with the SSL self-sign certificate. And the same message you will see in the browser as well. Now, if you want to validate it from the browser as well, so what you can do, you can use the hosted WebLogic console, remote console option as well, where there are certain situations where you are not able to download and install these kind of a client tool in your system. So you can still go with the browser-based remote console tool. But for that, you need to deploy the remote console application on your admin server with the help of this particular command. So here we are going to call the remote console deployment.py file, which is provided by the Oracle by default with the installer. So we can run this command. This will deploy the remote console on your admin server, and then you can access with the help of browser. So this is an alternate of this remote console tool, which is a client based tool. Okay, so by this way we can validate the certificate from the console, right? So before running this command, we need to create a password.txt file. Okay, so I will go inside the location. This is the location where we have this py file is provided by the Oracle, which is inside your middleware home, or you can say Oracle home, WL server and bin. So here I will create one file, okay, with the name of password.txt. In this file I will provide my admin username, sorry, only the password, WebLogic 123 in my case, right? And then I will quickly go to the location. I will run the command prompt here, and I will quickly run this WLST script. So this is going to deploy the remote console tool in my admin server. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is not a location. So I have to go to my WLST location. So that is Oracle common cd Oracle underscore. Let me go back. Oracle common and then common. Okay. And then inside the bin. Sorry. So here we have the WLST script. So here I am going to run this command. Okay, so this is going to deploy your remote console tool on the admin server, and after that you can access the same remote console tool from the browser as well. Okay, if you do not have access to the client tool. And to access it from the browser, the syntax is /r console. Okay, and because we have enabled the SSL, so we'll go with the HTTPS and the port 7002, which is the SSL port. Right, so once this is deployed, we are going to access this remote console tool from the browser. Now let me see the status of the command. Okay, so it is deploying the application. You can say this is the console var file, and this is the location. Inside the Oracle home, WL server lib, you will have this var file which is getting deployed to your admin server. Okay, now you can see the deployment has been completed. So we can access the admin console, or you can say the remote console, with the help of browser now. Okay, by giving the R console. Right, so you can see it is prompting you, it is not secure because we have configured with the self-sign certificate. Okay, and then we can log in with the username and password, WebLogic 123. Sorry, I have given the wrong password. Okay, and okay, so it will be the same, just like we have the client tool. Okay, same look and feel you will get on the browser as well. The only difference is that we are accessing the console with the help of browser, and here you can see the certificate is not secure, and you click on the certificate details. Okay, and you can able to see the certificates. Right, so this is the way how we can configure the self-sign certificate for the WebLogic current version, which is 15.1.1, and along with that it is applicable for 14.1.2 as well, because both now are with the WebLogic remote console, not with the traditional admin console.